Well, good start to the season, some good results, some lucky results, some well grind out results, but a bit of a crap end to the season really.
It's been pretty shite really.
Blimey, for me it's been a season of physiotherapy, hospital A&E departments, and pretty much finding out the score by text message on a Saturday night from Scott.
Got shit on your shoes, you shoot bastard.
I can confidently tell you this is the best Maggie's team I have ever played in.
Maybe we're not ready for the big league.
We turn up, not only have we got subs, but we've got a kit that matches and we've got a few decent players, so it's been a real pleasure.
Scotty. I'd say Pat, but he's just all, all far no shit really, so I think it has to go to Newton.
I think Bosco started off well when he came in, but since then, probably nobody.
Scrappy. Gonna have to be Scotty. He must be 29, 30 now. For a man his size, it's pretty much the end of his career, so yeah, well done Scott.
I was going to say Scott, but to be honest, I'll gloss over that. He'll be saying it himself if you interview him, no doubt, so I'll leave that to him.
I think first half of the season it's a toss-up between Waterson and Cal, who were both outstanding, but probably Scott Newton again, I think.
Matty's done a decent job at times, not today.
The best goal I saw this season was a volley by Dave Bell.
Well, obviously mine's got to be a contender.
I'd probably go for one of mine. Take your pick, really. It's been a vintage year.
Probably have to give it to Dave Bell today, which I'm glad to say you didn't get on camera.
Dave's goal today was a contender. I gave him the pass, I told him how to shoot and when to shoot, and he did exactly as I told him before the game. We practiced it, and he put it in the top left corner.
Perfect.
Probably I'm going to give it to Cal, I think, because he's not going to stop talking about it otherwise.
It was a little 1-2 with, I think it was Uli. Probably about 40 yards out, the keeper was off his line, so obviously I just digged it in. Nobody was surprised.
Cal keeps going on about it, but I didn't see it.
I'd probably say myself, but Cal, it's a present from me to you, mate.
They're all ugly boys.
Grand play, sir.
A little bit chubby.
I ain't queer, don't pay that much attention to everybody else.
It's me, isn't it?
So I am.
Patrick for his underpants, tremendous. Different class of underpants.
There was that German player who was really great, actually.
I mean, Kingston's a heartthrob.
You can't vote for yourself, obviously.
The best looking player in the club.
Me. Well, I think Pat's got to be the poster boy, hasn't he?
Mark's a bit of a looker. Tollum Park nicknamed him Beardsley, so I mean, what better accolade? I can't argue with that.
I think Tom Williams, when he gets this on the top of his head, is a fine looking man. I think if you ask Bosco, I think he might say himself.
Me and Mark Watson, I'd say.
Patrick thinks he's the best looking player in the first team, but he primps and preens too much. It's like fucking Paris Hilton. I'm going to go for Matty's got a Weasley kind of good looks about him, so.
Weasley good looks.
Yeah.
I think it's Holmesy.
Gary Keane.
Graham.
Patrick is the worst but best player in the club, definitely.
That's got to be Watson.
Gary Keane.
I'm going to go for Uli. It's a bit of a long one, but I'm pretty sure he only wears beige clothes, and I wouldn't be able to tell if he turned up in different clothes from week to week.
Do you know what? These young boys, some of this kind of frayed jeans, ripped jeans nonsense.
Gumbo, you're up there. I think it's how many layers you can wear all poking out different angles. Yeah, I think you got to win that one.
I personally like your layer stand up.
I can't be getting on with it, to be honest. I like a nice pair of slacks, and slacks and a V-neck does me, and therefore it's probably me. It's probably me, yeah.
Worst just player, Pat.
Go to Watson on that one too. I'd go with Horty actually. I think Horty dresses like a mug.
Anybody wearing that black and white kit?
But I don't wear the shades of brown that Harty and Kine get away with on a regular basis.
I think it's got to be Slaggy actually.
Bill comes to mind.
Yeah.
It's got to be Michael Watson, I think. He's got that big Paddington Bear style coat, and you might think he makes him look like a misunderstood teenager, but he looks like a dirty old man.
Why does
Season started badly, losing to Ealing. Probably finished badly, losing to Ealing. Apart from that, we obviously didn't play well, conceded a lot of goals, and I stopped playing at the back and we stopped conceding goals. So that was a good piece of captaincy.
Frustrating. Yeah, good, bad and average.
Not mediocre.
Brilliant.
So I think it's poor. Yeah, I think it's
we need striker.
I've enjoyed the second half of the season. Watford have done really well.
no complacency. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Definitely the best goalkeeper in the club.
Chris Fowler. Although the first time he played for the Twos, I took him off at half time. I think that was the necessary kick up the bottom that he needed. You know, some players need a cuddle. Chris just seems to be knowing that he come down for the ones, and that was. But he's been fantastic ever since, and he's a nice lad as well.
Probably Graham.
Chris Fowler.
Probably Graham Plato.
Chris Fowler for the Twos was very, very good.
Graham.
Now, the sentimental choice, I'm going for Harty, just for the sheer comedy of his comments.
Fowler. It's hard to choose between Graham Plato, Chris Fowler.
It'd have to be Chris Fowler. I think consistently in the games I've played in, Chris has been the best player on the pitch.
By the way, I'm hoping to get Young Player of the Year.
West East Volley when we were 0-0 about 5 minutes ago against some team.
Christie's last minute header when we won 3-2. My goal today.
Chris Fowler's over at Slough.
There's so many to choose from.
In
Holmesley
in the club.
I've put in some good sessions. Yeah. I've put in some good sessions myself. I've got myself very, very clean a couple of times and kept people queuing. So I think I might have to vote for myself again.
It seems to go in two phases because most clubs have about 5 shower heads. So there's the first wave. I think so. It must be the guy who's still there after the second wave's gone in.
I don't think West has ever had a shower at that point.
I don't know. I'm up there with Keno or Graham.
I don't know who's the longest in the shower, but Scotty's the longest on the hairdryer.
There's no disputing Gary's girth.
But Keno is quite an ample man.
I think it's got to be Scotty. But he looks pretty good when he's in there.
I was in the shower with Dave Bell today and that was pretty long.
Some of the older guys, Phil Smith, they take a lot of time, bend down, pick up the salt and stuff like that.
Possibly me, unfortunately. I tend to like to use a lot of soap and make sure I have a good chat with everyone before we leave.
Yeah. I'm going to say Phil Smith.
Bosco and Newton spend a long time in there, but Keno and Boris have got the biggest cocks, if that's what you mean.
I've never seen Boris in the shower. Boris likes the shower too. Gary and Boris once had a shower off actually, and it was that Stanmore fixture, the Canonsbury fixture, whatever it is. There was only 2 showers available, and there were some people waiting a long time as Gary and Boris finished each other off.
I think it must be Boris. I've never seen him in the shower, but I imagine it must be Boris.
Gary King.
Andy Kingston.
It's got to be Andy Kingston.